All right, what's up, everyone? In today's video, I want to chat about why you should have a stronger purpose than money. Because when I first started trading, I was just, obviously I was losing money. I was breaking my rules constantly, and it was because I was trading for the wrong reasons. And this chapter really kind of explains why you should have a stronger purpose than money. Also, if you want the book, there's a physical copy and a ebook version. The link is below. Anyways, a trader without a why will chase anything, right? Most traders start because they want money. I mean, even me, I started because I wanted money. Who doesn't start trading because they don't want money? It doesn't make sense. We all started to trade because of money, and that's normal. But the problem is if money is your only reason, it won't hold up when stress hits, right? When you're trading just for dollars, every red candle feels like a threat, every drawdown feels like failure, and that's when the spiral begins. Chasing setups, FOMO clicks, revenge trades, whatever it is, you guys know how bad it gets. And a weak why will get crushed the second emotions shows up. And then this paragraph here explains why most traders break rules. This is just one of the reasons, right? And think about it. If think about the days that you just trade horrible, logic leaves the room. You know, those days that you force trades aren't because you forgot your strategy, they're because you forgot your purpose. If your only goal was to make money that day, then the first sign of pressure makes you abandon your plan, right? And we all know that feeling. We all know the feeling of like, I broke my rules, but fuck it, Like I'm not even thinking about that. I want to make it back. It's simply because you kind of forgot your purpose. You forgot a bigger reason than money, you know? When you break your rules in trading, you're not thinking about anything else except making back your money. It's just that's just how it is, right? And money alone can't anchor you because money goes up and down. Some days you'll make it, some days you'll lose it. If your purpose is only tied to today's P&L, then your emotions will swing as wildly as the market. And it's this quote here, because money goes up and down, some days you'll make it, some days you'll lose it, is very, I really like that quote because I'm a person that has made 10K months, 20K months. I know the feeling of making that money, and I mean it's not anything insane, which I know sucks to say, but at the end of the day it's just money. And there's so much more to life than just money. I know everyone wants a big payout, even I do, but there's other things that can make you happier than just a payout. I promise you. I promise you. You know what makes me happier than a payout is seeing, one of my students get a payout. Helping someone else makes me happier than myself getting a payout. I'm not saying I don't like the feeling. Of course, it's a crazy feeling to make money from your computer. But at the end of the day, it's just numbers on a screen. It's just literally money, which could buy happiness, but at the same time, there is bigger things than that could make you feel way better. Anyways, let's talk about the power of a strong why. A strong why changes everything, right? It gives meaning to the boring days when nothing sets up. It gives patience during drawdowns, and it keeps you calm while you wait, which is very important because trading is basically 90% waiting for your setup. Trading is very boring in reality, right? And when you know your trading is about freedom for your family or creating a life where you never stress about bills or proving to yourself that you can master discipline, that gives you fuel. And that's what keeps you showing up during the hard days. And key reminder, you don't need a reason to click, you need a reason to wait, right? I don't need a reason to get in a trade or da 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 or, you know, no. I most likely will always need a reason to why I would have to wait for a setup. I need a reason to why I have to be patient for this. I don't need a reason to gain a trade. I need more of a reason to stay out of the market, if that makes sense, which is going to be your strong why, right? Or your purpose. And let's talk about why today's work matters. Every trade you take with discipline is a brick in the life you're building. Every time you follow your rules instead of chasing, you're strengthening your future. Literally. I mean, even if you don't take a trade today, even if you lost today, but you still followed your plan, you're still literally, building a wall. You're building your future, even though it doesn't feel like it. If you're doing the right thing and you know why you're doing it, you're getting closer to that future that you want. And today's work isn't just about P&L, right? It's about stacking the emotional fuel for consistency. Your why is the battery that powers your discipline. If your only why is money, I promise you won't last long with trading. Your why with trading has to be something way bigger than that. Like, I don't know, maybe you want to start a family, maybe you want to buy an experience like traveling the world, something bigger than just a number. If you don't have something like that, you're going to quit very easily, right? It just makes sense. And right here, without it, you'll burn out. With it, you'll outlast everyone else. And if you don't know, how do I know what my purpose is besides money? Just ask yourself these questions, right? What do you trade for besides money? Why did I start trading? Again, try to answer the question without money, which is going to be hard, but think about it as, yes, what I want is going to be bought with money, but it's bigger than that. Either it's an experience or it's something for someone, da da da. And what kind of life are you building? Who else benefits when you succeed? I know when I get a payout, I don't know, something that my family benefits from is, I don't know, me paying dinner, Someone else's, well, it really depends on who you are, but I feel like when I succeed, someone else that I love kind of succeeds, or they're happy for me, which makes me happy or happier. Um, and this is the page that I really, really love. It's just, it talks about purpose over money, right? Chasing money will always leave you empty because money comes and goes. One green day can make you feel unstoppable, and one red day can make you feel like a failure. If your identity as a trader is only tied to your P&L, your emotions will swing just as wildly as the market. I used to be a trader where if I had a green day, I was the most excited person. I was in the best mood. And then if I had a red day, I was just like in a shitty mood. Like I didn't want to talk to anyone. And that was bad, because my emotions were tied to P&L. So every time I lost a trade, it hit me harder, if that makes sense. But yeah, now it's just like if I win or lose a trade, as long as I'm following my plan, I feel good because I have trust that if I keep following the plan like I should, I'm going to get to my bigger goals. And money alone is an unstable motivation. Neuroscience shows that when we pursue short term rewards, the brain's dopamine system fires and bursts, a quick high followed by a crash. That's why chasing money feels addictive but never feels satisfying. It tricks your brain into always needing just one more trade or just one more win. And that's the thing too, is as humans, I feel like we will always want more. And especially with money, we always want more. And I can speak for myself too. Like, I've had 10, 20K months. And right after a 20K month, I'm like, yeah, let's do a 50K month. Like, I always want more. And I feel like as humans, we're all kind of that way. But if money is your only motivation, then like this said, the highs are going to be very high and then it's going to go down very quickly because it's not going to feel like much. It's not. And the danger is you end up trading for stimulation, not strategy. Every spike on the chart becomes a slot machine pull. Purpose activates a different part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, the area linked to long term planning, focus, and self control. Studies show that people with a strong sense of purpose have lower stress levels, more resilience, and better decision making under pressure. When you connect trading to something bigger than cash, freedom, family, mastery, or impact, you anchor yourself in long term circuits, not short term dopamine hits. That's why purpose feels calmer, steadier, and more powerful than chasing money. Money is fuel, but purpose is the driver. Money might push you through the good days, but only purpose will pull you through the hard ones. Key reminder: money gives you a living, purpose gives you a life. And then this last page here: every trader comes to a crossroad. One path is chasing quick money, the road of stress, FOMO, breaking rules, and the other is purpose, the road of discipline, patience, and consistency. Every day you keep, every day you step into the markets, you choose with which road. Oh, wow, I'm stuttering. I'm sorry. I need to reread that last sentence. Every day you step into the markets, you choose which road to walk or to run. Who knows? But I really like this because on the left side we have money, and then on the right side you have purpose. And I always say you kind of always have to choose the right thing to do when you're trading. So I feel like as traders, we know what's right and what's wrong. We know when we should be doing something and when we shouldn't be doing something. And if you constantly choose to do the right thing, which is why I put it on the right side, then it might lead to more success, you know? And then, what fun fact that I write here? Every single day has a fun fact. This day is psychology research shows that people with a written sense of purpose live longer, experience lower stress levels, and perform consistently in high pressure situations. In one study, professionals who connected their daily actions to a bigger why reported greater resilience and less burnout, which I feel like less burnout is very beneficial for traders because it's very easy to burn out as a trader when you're not seeing results, right? Like for me, I think I haven't gotten a payout in like a month or two, and I felt kind of myself getting burned out, like I felt not as excited to trade. I didn't feel the drive to trade. Um, but then I thought about what do I actually want besides money, and it fueled me up. Damn, this is why I gotta keep going. I gotta keep trading. But for traders, this means your purpose isn't just motivation, it's a performance advantage, which is really what you want. Anyways, that's all for this video. What day is it? It's hump day, it's Wednesday. So hopefully you guys did well in the markets today. If you didn't, as long as you followed your plan, trust me, you're doing good. You're doing good. And remember, if you want a copy of the book, the link is below. I love you guys, and I hope you have a good day.